Hey guys, happy first day of spring everybody. Hope everyone's having a good day. It was actually super snowy this morning where I live when we woke up, so it doesn't feel too springy here, but that's cool. I'm ready for it. So if you guys are on, just say hey. This is gonna be a quick video, nothing long, nothing super fancy, but I just wanted to come on here and show you. Hey Michelle, thanks for watching guys. Thanks for saying hey. Hi Tammy, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys can see. It looks like there's a tinge of a glare, but I have these two super cool end tables, and I was just working on them, and they have some really cool detail on them, so I was just going to do a little bit of like just some detail work on them. And if you guys have watched some of my videos before, I don't do a ton of glazing, like with actual glaze, just because for me, like I don't like to buy a bunch of different products if I can kind of try to use what I have instead of trying to buy a bunch of different things or have a bunch of different things, or like, you know what I mean? Like I just try to kind of have less things because I feel like I have so many things and so many products and there's so many different things to use. So I am actually just gonna be, I call it glazing, but it's not technically glazing. I just like kind of try to do this, just like this detail work with just regular old paint, and I use baby wipes. So I know for glazing you also use baby wipes sometimes. So yes, simplify, exactly. Like there's so many things that you can use, and while I do feel like all those products are great and amazing, I just try to have less and buy less and try to use what I have and things like that. So these are paint, so these have all their coats on it. It's been primed and cleaned and painted. I think this has like 4 coats of gray, really pale gray paint on it. I love the detail on this piece. It's so beautiful. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just using a little bit of my white paint. I mixed it myself with, I actually used the PIY chalk powder that I love. I love that chalk powder because I can just make my own paint, which I like to mix my own paint because then I can use literally any color that I want to. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for you and show you, since I'm doing it anyway, and hopefully you guys can be inspired by it and give it a whirl. But I'm using a paintbrush that's flat and small, so I can really get my paint. It's better to use a brush like this, I think, for just detail work, just so you don't get too messy with it. And then I have my baby wipes here. So, oh, I see my husband's watching. Get back to work. Get back to work. Say hi. Hey girl, thanks for watching guys. Yeah, if you guys are on, just say hey. This is not gonna be a long video, but I'm just gonna show you. So I just kind of dip my brush, and I don't want like a ton of product on my brush, but just know that when you paint on a detailed space, all that, so the point of this is that everything that's gonna go in the cracks of this piece is gonna stay, and everything that's kind of on the surface is going to get wiped away. So hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully you'll kind of see what I mean once I get going with it. So I'm gonna try to stay like on all the detail. I'm not really gonna try to get out of the lines much. I know like with actual glaze, you really can kind of just like go over the whole piece and then wipe it off. So maybe that would be like an advantage of glaze. I actually haven't really used glaze very much. I've used it like for some whitewashing and things on some big surfaces, but for the most part, I just do this. And I know that I've done another video for you guys where I've done like some dark gray over a piece and then wiped it away with baby wipes. It's the same kind of thing as what I'm doing here. So like I said, everything that's going to be like in the crease, like in the cracks and crevices and all the little nooks and crannies of this detail is going to stay. So so be kind of thinking about that when you're applying your paint, that you want to kind of get your little, hopefully you guys can see, you want to kind of get your brush in there, because everything on the top is going to be wiped away. Hopefully that makes sense. And it's really best to kind of do it kind of know what I mean. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna take my baby wipe. I have a fresh, clean one here. And just any kind of baby wipe. It doesn't have to be anything special. You can also use like Lysol wipes, I think. Some people use those. I just use baby wipes because I have a lot of them. So for my babies. And then you literally just wipe it away. And what that will do is it will take all the paint off of the top, but it will leave all the nooks and crannies white. So I love the contrast of this really pale gray color with the white. It just gives enough. Hopefully you guys can see. Can you guys see that okay? I'll give you a little closer peek when I'm finished and let you kind of see up close. So you're gonna wanna do this before you seal. Hey Melissa, thanks for watching. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I love when you guys do hearts, because then I'm like, oh, they like this. Okay, good. I never know, like, if I should do a video on certain things, but sometimes I just do it. I just do it because I never know what people need, you know. And like, yes, like Tammy was saying, simplifying our products. So there are a gazillion products on the market for painting furniture. And like I said, well, I think that like glazes and stuff are great. This is just kind of what I do because it works and it always looks really pretty and it's easy. And I already have all the products that I need, you know what I mean? So, could you please link your brush after the live? Sure, I sure can. Actually, Michelle, I think that this brush is just from Hobby Lobby. It's probably like a cheapo. It is, here, I'll give you a little close up. It's Low Cornell 1801, number 12. Not sure if that's from Hobby Lobby or what. It's not from Amazon. But it's just an artist's brush, like from Hobby Lobby. So I'm not sure. I could try to find like a similar one maybe for you. So once you get all your paint on, and you don't also have to work super quick with it. So with this paint anyways, like I can really kind of just wipe it away. And then be done. And then if you do get a little bit on the outside of your detailing, like where the gray is, that I don't really want that white paint, you can just take your baby wipe and kind of wipe it back a little bit where you don't want it. It's still really easy to work with. Sometimes glaze is also a little bit more watery, so if you're feeling like you want your paint to be a little bit more watery like a glaze, you can totally just add some water to your paint. Do you know what I mean? Like some people use a sponge, some people use different things to add to use their glaze, but so if you like that little bit more of a watery consistency, you can totally add a little bit of water to your paint. Do you guys have any questions about this? It's not really a big deal of a thing, but I just thought that I would come on and show you. Yeah, Cheryl says it's really pretty. Thank you. Michelle doesn't have one close by. Michelle, you could just go to Michael's or any kind of craft store that sells paintbrushes. What kind of glaze? So Carmen, that's what I'm kind of talking about today. I'm just letting people know that I actually don't use glaze. I have some and I use it sometimes, but I just had this white paint. It's just regular old chalk paint, and I'm just using it kind of in place of a glaze. So I use my small paintbrush and I just apply it to all the nooks and crannies, and then I wipe it back with a baby wipe. So it gives kind of the same effect as glaze. And then after you've done this, then that's when you'll want to do your distressing. If you want to distress the piece, you'll want to do that next, and then you'll want to seal your piece last. So go ahead and paint all of your base coat, do your paint or glaze or whatever on all your detail. Distress it. I will probably distress this just a tinge, not a whole lot, maybe up around the edges here or something. And then I will wipe it all down, clean all the dust off, and then I'll seal it. So, and this is all chalk paint, so I can seal all of this with a wax, I can seal it with the poly, anything like that. So I'll just kind of keep going on here for you, and then I'll do this one little section here, and then I will give you guys a little closer up look. Thanks for sharing this, you guys. If you guys share this, we always love when you guys share our stuff, all of us furniture painters, teachers of all the things. So like I was saying, just you want to think about, like, that's kind of why I'm using this small brush, is that I really want to make sure I'm getting in all those nooks and crannies, because when I wipe it away with my baby wipe, I'm going to wipe everything that's on the top, and then everything that's kind of in the cracks and stuff is going to be what's going to stay. So you want to make sure that you're getting in there really well so that you have some really great detail. And I know you guys love this piece behind me that I just posted. Isn't that gorgeous? Turned out really well. If you guys are new to furniture painting, I did a video on this piece last week. I went through like all the steps on, just like basic steps on painting a piece of furniture. So I talked about cleaning, I talked about what I use to clean, what I use to clean hardware, what I use to prime it, like the paint I use. I kind of just like went over all that basic stuff. So if you're kind of new to furniture painting and you see that really pretty piece behind me that I just posted up for sale, I have a few people interested in coming to look at it. So I'm so happy about that. But I did kind of go through like a step-by-step of that. So if you guys are interested. Okay, so you can see how this is all like really covered with paint. It really has white just like all over it. So I'm gonna take my baby wipe, just a regular old baby wipe. I'm just gonna wipe it off. Very simple, not a big deal. So if you have any piece that has some like really cool detailing, this is the ticket. And like I said, if you get some a little bit outside of your lines, like on your gray, oh, thanks for the hearts, guys. Thanks, Cindy. She says it's beautiful. Thank you so much. You just kind of wipe it back with your wipe. And that's all. It's even pretty to leave it. Like if you had some detailing and you wanted it to be a little bit more white, like even I could even go over it again for the second time. Watching from New Zealand. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I think that is so cool when people are in other countries and we can connect in this way. Like it's just such a cool thing. The internet is amazing. So do you guys have any questions about this before I hop off? I'm going to give you a little close up. That really does look less messy than glaze. I'm gonna have to try it when I find, yeah, it is. It's just, you know, like we all have little jars of paint kind of lying around everywhere, and a lot of times even like in colors. So imagine if I were to do like a pink or a black or just kind of like a fun color. Like we all kind of have like little bits left of paint. So for me, I'm kind of like, well, let's kind of try to use what we have and not waste and not buy and have a bagazillion products, even though I do anyways. But just to not feel like we need to have every single thing out there. So this works fabulously, so I love it. So I'm gonna give you guys a little close up and then I'll just pop off, so no big deal. Just a quick video for you guys. So hopefully you can see that. Can you guys see how pretty? Oh, there's a good angle. So you can see how all that white kind of goes in the cracks, but then everything over top that was gray is left. Isn't that pretty? So that's before. I haven't done anything to that yet. And then here is this front. This one's kind of a little bit of a harder angle, but you can see. Thank you for all the love, you guys. You guys are so awesome. I love that. That always makes us feel good when we're doing videos out in our garage with you know, no makeup while our kids are sleeping and we're just trying to do some fun things. So thank you. Thanks, Kendra. Thanks, Amy. Let me make sure that I didn't. Hey, Andrea. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Watching from New Zealand, that seriously is so awesome. Yeah, Cheryl, go back and watch the replay. This is just a really quick, easy thing. So not a long video. You guys can always save these videos as well. There's 3 little dots up in the top right corner of this video. I'm not sure if it's up there now or when I get off, but you can click those 3 little dots and you can click hit save video. So if you ever want to like reference back, I have so many saved videos that I watch of different kinds of things like this. So it's just nice to refer back to it. You can also share it to your page, to your personal page. You can share with your friends if you think that this is something that anybody else that you know would be interested in. So that's all I have for you. Yeah, you're welcome, Rosa. It's really easy. It's a really cool thing. Sometimes people feel like they need to use glazes for... Yep, the dots are there. Good. Yeah, so you can save it and then you can go back into your saved videos and watch stuff. Just make sure that you always like delete them because I think I have like 100 saved videos and it gets to be crazy. So make sure you go back and watch it. Otherwise it'll get lost. So I hope you guys liked that. I hope that was helpful. If you guys have any questions at all, just feel free to message me, comment below. If you guys are watching the replay, feel free to comment below with any questions you might have. And that's all I got. So I hope you guys have a great first day of spring, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye, guys.